So we'll look at Rev's video on the nuisance the how nuisance streamers are no longer allowed in Japan, which I'm sorry, it's about fucking time this happened. Like I'm kind of surprised it took this long for these foreign nations to finally start going, we're done with the nuisance streamers. So let's see. It's restricting bars to Japanese only has always been okay. So this should be I'm curious, and because if it's starting in Japan, how is this going to spread to other Asiatic countries? I wonder, and other countries in general. Well, yeah, because did Twitch streamers majority, not all, majority, uh, or the majority of these nuisance streamers are performing on Kick because Twitch will not let them on the platform. If they try to do this on Twitch, they'll get booted off the fucking platform. So that's why they're all streaming on Kick. So let's let's see what we got. Rev, take it away.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So right now you're looking at the inevitable result of nuisance streamers causing issues in Japan. So right now a lot of businesses like this are putting up signs warding off not just nuisance streamers, but tourists in general. This message on the door saying,
wow,
due to continuing trouble, we are not accepting customers from overseas. And honestly, I can't blame them one bit, because nuisance streamers over in Japan have caused so much damage to the reputation of tourists.
Yeah, and Heckle, that's where I was going to get into that. This right here is, yeah, the nuisance streamers are hurting everyone. They are the ones that are causing these businesses to say, fuck overseas travelers. We don't want the tourists. The nuisance streamers are causing people, primarily in these Asiatic countries, to basically say, we do not want tourists anymore. We do not. Tourists, stay the fuck home. Don't come to our country. And they are ruining it for people that genuinely want to just go to these countries just because they're interested in the countries. They want to learn about them. They want to just engage in, soak in the culture. And because of these nuisance streamers, tourists are now severely limited on where they can even go. And I don't blame these countries for doing it, because these fucking nuisance streamers made everything, flipped everything upside down. And so, not just the nuisance streamers. Again, I will remind you, as we start this video, I will remind you, it is not only the nuisance streamers, it is also their audience. The audience of these nuisance streamers are just as much to blame as the streamers themselves, because the audience are the ones that encourage these nuisance streamers to go further, to do more outrageous things. They are the ones that basically threw money, by throwing money at these nuisance streamers, get them doing this kind of stuff. So blame the streamer, but also blame the audience 100%. Never forget that. With these guys, the audience is just as culpable, even more so because they're able to do it vicariously. They're not going to get into any trouble. It's the guy on the other end of the camera that's going to be the one to get in trouble, if at all. So they will encourage this person, the streamer, to do crazier and crazier things every time. So to a degree, they kind of are even more responsible, because they're the ones telling the streamer what to do. If the streamer did not have this audience, if this streamer was not making money hand over fist by doing this kind of thing, they'd never do it. It would never happen if they were not making money. If they did it, if they were doing it for like quote unquote fun and not because it was bankrolling them, they wouldn't do it, because it wouldn't be worth it. They would not actually take enjoyment. They are literally playing to an audience. They require an audience for this to work. If they don't have an audience, they won't do it because they have no one to play up to. And they'll feel stupid just doing it for no reason. They don't get any personal satisfaction out of it. Just remember that. It's the audience that is primarily a big factor here.
That tourists and nuisance streamers are being lumped together. And again, I don't think that's too unfair for these businesses who have been dealing with absolute losers infecting their place of business with their nonsense. Now, typically people think about Johnny Somali when it comes to nuisance streamers in Japan, but recently there's been another wave of idiots, mainly from Kick. Ice Poseidon and his many brain-dead goons have been going over to Japan, and right now...
Okay, Bobcat, I do get where your mind is on this. Were you saying that everyone promoting the idiots, including Rev, hold responsibility? I do understand where your line of thought. You're thinking, even though people like Rev and myself talk about these nuisance streamers, and even though we're lambasting them and saying they're a bunch of fucking assholes, we are still in a different way, quote unquote, promoting them. It's the whole thing of like, even bad publicity is good publicity. So I do understand your rationale. I do understand your rationale behind that by what you were saying. But it is to a very different degree. People like myself, people like Rev are saying, we hate this guy because he is painting an entire country in a negative light. He's making things even harder on people that want to legitimately, go and tour these countries just to be normal tourists and not fuck with anybody. It's not that whole, even bad publicity is good publicity. In this situation, I don't think it is, because it's not like we're saying go to his channel and anything like that. And Ice Poseidon's another, like, I think he's a chaos streamer. I've heard the name, but I've never seen anything Ice Poseidon does. So I believe he is a chaos streamer as well, and obviously causing problems overseas. So maybe Rev will get into it.
Now, they are currently in the finding out phase of their nuisance streaming in Japan. So, you can see this post right here from Dexerto saying Kick streamers were attacked with glass bottles by Japanese locals while broadcasting. And of course you can see there's a note added to this, and there's pretty much a note on a lot of these headlines involving this particular situation, where basically they're not giving the context as to why these Japanese citizens were going around and beating up these Kick streamers. So let's see the article here. Kick streamers attacked after argument with Japanese locals. On February 15th, Kick streamers Lord Hito and Gagan TV, aptly named right there, were eating at a restaurant in Sapporo, Japan, when they walked into a bar nearby. The duo spoke with a woman they'd met beforehand and the other two men in what appeared to be a friendly and playful conversation at first. And we will talk about that friendly and playful conversation in a second. But then at one point, two other men approached the streamers, with one grabbing at Gagan TV's phone twice. An argument broke out shortly thereafter, and an employee ushered them out the door. Angry at the situation that had unfolded, Gagan TV vented his frustration as he and Hito walked away, while Hito himself was left confused.
Now, based upon the community note we saw earlier, which, if you guys missed what the community note said, the community note says the streamer hit on a hostess at a bar, unaware her boyfriend is there. He disrespects her, calls her his girlfriend, and acts aggressively. The boyfriend confronts him, and after tensions rise, the streamer's attacked, obviously outside. So it's not, spoke with a woman they'd met beforehand and the two other men in what appear to be a friendly and playful conversation at first. Community note says otherwise, and I'm guessing that's what Rev is going to go into here further as to what this part is. I don't know which news article this is, but I'm guessing they're not digging in very deep on what actually happened. Let's find out.
So like I said, there's missing context here, as pointed out by this user. There's a lot of long clips here, but this is the summation before we watch the actual clip of this all going down. So invites bar girl to love hotel. Gets politely told by her boy.
Okay. Okay. So he actually invited her to a love hotel. That is literally in Japan. To the best of my understanding, in Japan, if you invite a girl to a love hotel, that is literally you saying to that woman, I want to fuck you. Complete. If you invite a girl to a love hotel, you are telling her, I want to fuck you. And her boyfriend is right there. And as we can see, it's going to be, yeah, Xanax. Yeah. That's a love hotel is basically, for in American terms, a love hotel is basically like an hour rate motel, like in the States. Only love hotels actually advertise themselves as hour rate hotel rooms specifically for couples to have sex. They are specifically advertised as such, whereas most hotels in the States is just like you know they're just like they're in another big difference is like the hotels that rent by the hour are usually dingy, dirty, and disgusting in the States. In Japan, they're actually very well appointed. They're kept immaculate. They are very nice looking hotel. Like these are like really if someone from I said that's possible. The ones that I've seen, like I've watched some YouTube videos before on like behind the scenes of like an actual love hotel, and the ones that I saw were very nice. They were kept up very well. They, the accoutrements were quite nice, and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, I mean, when you say, do you want to go to a love hotel to a girl, you're literally telling the girl, hey, let's go fuck. That's it. That's you are that is what you are there's no misunderstanding this. You're asking a girl to go have sex. And her boyfriend standing right there. No, I've never been to Japan. I have not.
Boyfriend to not say that stuff to his girlfriend. Tells the boyfriend, no, she's my girlfriend. Gangster grabs his phone, tells them to F off. Starts taking off his jacket like he's ready to fight, gets jumped outside. 100% deserved. And you'll see the context right here, and then we're going to look at the clip, and I think you're going to pretty much agree with what this user is saying. So here is the clip with a translated explanation saying 2 members of Ice Poseidon were attacked by a Japanese man.
Okay, so these guys are part of Ice Poseidon. Okay, like I don't know much about Ice Poseidon. I guess Ice Poseidon's a group, and these 2 guys are a part of it. I guess this is probably why I don't know much about Ice Poseidon, because this kind of content doesn't interest me. I will not view content like this on my own. If I'm not working or I'm not streaming or something. Yeah. So, again, nuisance streamer, and people are fed up with it.
With a translated explanation saying 2 members of Ice Poseidon were attacked by a Japanese man carrying a bottle after leaving a darts bar in Sapporo after an argument over streaming. Hito was completely beaten up, and Gagan said sorry as he ran away, and his main smartphone was stolen. They were talking about how Hito escaped to a hotel by taxi, and it seems they attacked him while watching the live stream. So, right off the bat, just to give you some further context, they're in the bar right now, so that's why it's a little dark.
Gwar, it's having your girlfriend working as the hostess at a bar. I don't think that's unusual at all. People have to work. It's that's, if the guy's girlfriend was working as the hostess at this darts bar, there's nothing strange about that. She's working. She has a boyfriend. He was maybe visiting her. That's nothing unusual about it.
And they've been having these pestering conversations with this girl
No,
and
it's
her
not that kind of
boyfriend. And
hostess.
of
No,
course,
it's
right,
not that kind of
you're being
hostess, Gord.
insulted
This is
by
a
a
darts
foreigner
bar.
who's also
It's
got
not
a
the same thing.
camera in your face. I'm not too surprised that these people had a very strong reaction to that. So let's play the clip.
Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. Fucking dumbass.
Did you hear him? Listen to his talk. Listen to the way he talks.
Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. Fucking dumbass.
Either he's already drunk, or if that's his normal voice, no one's gonna get scared of that guy. Don't touch my stuff, piece of shit. Do a benefit of the doubt that maybe he's drunk and he doesn't sound that stupid. I'll do a little benefit of the doubt and say that maybe he's drunk. Maybe.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Super fucking beta male.
All right, so here's one of the main players here. This is Miss.
Really? Really? You're hitting on a guy's girlfriend. You are telling her with unveiled intention that you want to fuck his girlfriend. You are telling this man, she's no longer your girlfriend, she's my girlfriend. He says, fuck that shit, stands up to defend his woman, and he's the beta male? Go and kindly fuck yourself, you coiffed little sag. And yes, I know I'm using that derogatory term. I typically don't, but I'm sorry. You look like this, you're gonna pull that shit, you deserve the label. Okay? You're doing this pretty boy look shit here. And to basically anyone in my chat that is gay, it's not a commentation on you. I'm using it in a derogatory sense of this guy only. Okay? He just basically proved he's the beta. What he's doing right now, he proved he's the beta.
Cheer 100. This guy deserves to be sodomized by the offspring of a durian and a pineapple, wrapped in barbed wire.
No, Leo, I'm not gonna go that far yet. I'm not gonna go that far. He has not done anything even close to warranting that level of stuff. We usually save that for people who are doing bad things to young people. He doesn't even reach close to that. I appreciate the sentiment, but you've jumped a few levels. You've jumped up a few too many levels.
Mr. Gagan, he's talking about right here how these Japanese locals are exhibiting beta behavior. Now let's see how this alpha male over here responds to be a potential confrontation here from the people he is antagonizing.
Come on, Japan. Like, is this how it is out here? What the fuck?
Oh my god, I was joking. Did you just listen to hear how he talked? Did you listen to how he talks? I was joking. But, chat, the lisp is real. I don't think this is from intoxication.
He looks like a huge beta male. Wait, that's an insult to the beta males. I'm sorry.
Honestly, the whole, yes, Emperor, that's exactly where I was gonna go. I don't like that, yes, I said he's the actual beta male. It's, okay. The alpha male, beta male, Giga Chad thing, using in, outside of doing, just saying it out of, fun. Out of, just saying it for fun, where we see some guy who's really badass, we say he's a Giga Chad, we say that out of fun. We're not actually, labeling him as a Giga Chad. The whole alpha male, beta male thing, the only people that actually use those terms, unironically, people that...
Can we tape a Lego to the bottom of his foot? Cheer 100.
Now, Durahan, I approve of that. That I approve of. The fact is that the only people that use alpha male, beta male, sigma male, etc., 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 the only people that use that shit unironically when they qualify descriptors in that way are people that have no self-esteem. The people who actually have to use those, they either are, yes, Revan, grifters, that they're trying to sell something, or they're trying to make themselves appear much bigger and better than they are, hence a self-esteem issue. Those are the only ones who use the alpha, beta, digga, sigma, etc., unironically, and they don't use it in a way that's just like humorous, like what we do. When we call someone an alpha Chad or a giga Chad, we're doing it as a joke. We're doing it as humor. We're using the term ironically. He's using it unironically, which means he probably has very little self-esteem.
A potential confrontation
now listen to his
from the
voice.
people he is antagonizing.
Come on, Japan, like, is this how it is out here? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. When I've heard people talk like that before, they're usually a bunch of pussies. If they get confronted, they will spit a lot of nonsense, but they back down. They are not, those are the kind of guys that talk like that, they back down immediately. They don't know, they do not have the ability to stand up for themselves. Not even bark out. That's the funny part out actually. There's not all that much bark. There'll be like some token barking, and that's about it, realistically. And Fixed Finger, thank you for the follow. Yeah, they don't like. There's just like token barking, and that's about it. Oh, why didn't that come through? Okay, Leo, that's probably gonna come through it. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my alerts. Here we go. Yeah, the ones that don't bark are the ones that you need to be afraid of. You are absolutely right, Fishy. The ones that don't say a lot are the ones that you need to be scared of because they are just basically waiting for the proper time and the right opening to drop your ass.
What are you doing? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, I'm getting attacked! I'm getting attacked! Yo, I'm getting attacked!
You hear? I'm getting
and this guy right
attacked!
here
I'm
is
getting
another
attacked!
Japanese local here who takes the camera away from Mr. Gagan and basically steals the show. We'll see a little more of that in a second, but let's continue on.
You have the bottle! What the fuck?
Yeah. If he really was the alpha male that he's trying to purport himself to be, he wouldn't be screaming, "I'm being attacked! I'm being attacked! What are you doing?" Yeah, real alpha male behavior there, chat. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a square bottle too.
Dude,
those
he's
are
getting attacked.
thick.
He's getting attacked! He's getting attacked!
Can you tell he's getting attacked?
Stop! Stop!
And this was the moment he knew.
Well,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
He effed up. So his friend over here, this is the Hito individual who's getting jumped by these two locals, and now they're turning over to Gagan, and he can't handle the smoke, despite, being the big alpha male that he is.
Stop!
Oh, he's running.
Dude, we're getting attacked!
He starts running. Oh, these two are a glorious visual example. I'll fuck around and find out. They fucked around, now they being fine, now they being fine now. Leo, you know what? I'm not 100% sure. He could be getting attacked. I honestly don't know. He might not be. It's a little ambiguous. It's a little it's not exactly clear, you know? I think we need to have more concrete evidence that he's being attacked. And yes, they were live streaming this. Zeb, I don't know about that. Considering, like, he's running away, I think he was literally I think he was panicking. You think he was doing it for the audience? That is true, Atanashi. We didn't see him get hit. Wait. Are you guys thinking this could be a setup? Is that what you guys are thinking? You're thinking that this could be a setup? No, it's not a setup. Okay. Cause like here we see, like he did kick him here, I think.
Dude, he's getting attacked. He's getting attacked. He's getting attacked.
Yeah, that was a good kick right there. That was a solid kick this guy gave him in the side right here.
Can you tell he's getting, this was the moment he knew he effed up.
That was a good,
so
that was a good, it wasn't a full force kick. That was not a that was not a fake force kick into the ribs. So he probably wasn't actually trying to do damage, but that was a firm enough kick to say, motherfucker, we ain't playing around. Yeah, they were trying to scare him, but that kick to the ribs right there was strong enough to basically say, motherfucker, we ain't fucking around here. Yeah, it was a good, solid warning kick. To me, we're serious, we ain't playing.
And over here, this is the Hito individual who's getting, he can't handle the smoke, despite, you know, being the big alpha male. Dude! F around and find out, man.
Dumbass.
Stop! Huh? Stop!
I love how these people are so clout addicted, right? They can't even put the camera down.
No, they're not gangsters, Revan. No, when they said gangster, I think they were using it as the colloquialism. They're not actual gangsters. They're just basically using gangster in the context of he's a badass. That's all. They're not Yakuza.
People with low self-esteem are not too intelligent. People with high emotional intelligence are more mentally sane.
Fair enough, JRC. I mean, I did actually. You know what? You know, I'm gonna slightly disagree. Esteem does not have to do with intelligence. Esteem. It does not. Self-esteem and intelligence are not interlinked. How that intelligence presents itself and self-esteem, certainly. But a person's self-esteem is not a commentary regarding of what their level of intelligence is. So no, I'm actually going to disagree with that. People with low self-esteem are not able to express the intelligence they possess as effectively as people with good self-esteem. People with good self-esteem are able to express themselves and their level of intelligence better than people with low self-esteem, because people with low self-esteem fear that if they express their intelligence, they will basically be beaten down or kicked down for doing so. And so the intelligence is still there, they simply do not express it. So I retract my statement. I'm not going to agree with you on that. And yes, I know. I was being facetious when I made the statement about the Yakuza.
Believe their safety is at risk. They have to keep rolling because this is the only value they have, is trying to pump out this garbage.
By the way, look at what a chat's saying here. When the guy rolled up on him, look what the chat is telling. Look what the chat's saying. Fight him, you pussy. Their own chat is calling these guys pussies. Another one. Why are you running? He's still no. Why are you running, meme? Even their own chat is getting digs in at him. I love it.
Even put the camera down. Even if they believe their safety is at risk, they have to keep rolling because this is the only value they have, is trying to pump out this garbage
That's
content.
why I said
it's
the
more
audience is
important
just to blame.
than their own safety. And even in moments when they're scared like this, they can't stop recording.
Stop! 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 Bye-bye! We go home! Home!
We go home.
We go home. We go home. What a little bitch. My God. You know, you basically antagonize these people. You claim you want the smoke. And then you have a guy who appears to be much smaller than this gagging individual.
They do. Oh, they do.
And he's...
They do. They want to see, because this is what they pay for. I mean, this person here says, "You absolute pussy gagging." Like, yes, this is what they pay for. This is why these people this is why this audience donates them money. They want to see them get their asses kicked. This is the goddamn Roman Colosseum all over again. It's just all being done virtually. That's the nuisance streamers who get into fights like this are basically the Roman Colosseuming it. Only they actually get money for it instead of being slaves like the actual gladiators. And that's what they pay for. They pay to see these streamers get their asses kicked. Which is why I say the audience is just as much to blame and just as culpable as the streamers themselves.
He's immediately begging in broken English to let him go home. Let him go back to his mommy.
Stop! Huh? Yeah, sorry! Go home.
Too bad we can't see anything.
Stop! Stop!
Oh my God, look at his shit. Again, I've been joking before, but look at the shirt, look at the chain. Either this guy is with the lisp or he's a Jersey boy. One of the two, because that's a Jersey boy style right there.
Dude.
Bro needs to, like, put down the camera and start working on his cardio. Like, why is he so out of breath? He's been moving around for about 1 minute.
Okay, I'm gonna do a gimme here with Rev on that. If he's in the middle of engaging in quasi-combat with someone, that can be tiring. Even if you're just like doing like wrestling, like or trying to, you know, stop someone from attacking you, that can be exhausting. And not only was he doing a little bit of running, but just then he was trying to keep the guy from grabbing him or whatever, so they were grappling. That can be tiring. Even some of the best fighters can only maintain like constant combat for like, I think 2 to 3 minutes before the muscles start giving up. Yeah, he's gonna be out of breath. This one I can kind of do a gimme on. He's not a professional fighter. So any engaging in physical combat, even if it's just like pussy-ass grappling like what he probably did, is gonna be tiring. So I'm not gonna give him shit for being out of breath. Not at all.
Dude, I'm bleeding right now. He was actually attacking.
Where are you bleeding?
I don't know, bro. I'm bleeding.
Where are you bleeding? Wait, was he bleeding on his hands? No. I see no blood. Dude, where are you bleeding from? Where are you bleeding from? You're not bleeding.
You want a Band-Aid?
He had a fucking bottle. They're gonna say, oh, he's coming. He's very coming. He's chasing me.
Also, look at the chat, by the way. They're very divided on this one. Some saying, call the cops, and then some saying, don't involve the cops. There's some tension here. It's funny because if anyone called the cops on them, all of a sudden all these locals are, you know, a bunch of cowards. But when they're getting really what they've been asking for, all of a sudden now they want to call the cops.
Yeah, right.
He's chasing me. Stop. Home. Cairo, hotel, stop, hotel, please, send me my son.
Embarrassing. Oh.
Sorry.
What?
Why is he saying sorry in broken English? Bro, like, do you think this is like
It's simple. He's saying sorry in broken English because he's being racist. That's why he's talking in broken English to him. He's being fucking racist by talking how he thinks, how Japanese people that do not have a firm grasp of English talk. So he thinks, because he's being racist about it, he thinks if he talk in broken English like Japanese people do when they do not understand English very good, which is no fault of a Japanese person who does not understand English very well, they're doing the best they can, he thinks if he talks like that, somehow magically they'll understand him. So that's why he's talking in broken English. He's being fucking racist. Like, for once this guy actually is.
helping you communicate better to them? It's so embarrassing. Why is he doing that?
Please, sumimasen. Please.
Sumimasen.
Stop. No, stop. Why? No, stop.
They're playing with them.
Okay, off.
They're playing with him right now. These two guys are playing with their food. These two guys, like, they're saying like this guy is skinny. He's lean. He's lean and so is his buddy. He could have easily caught up to him and just started taking him down. These two guys are playing with them. That's why he's not just flat out tackling him. That's why you've seen him smiling in a couple of these. He's fucking with them now. He knows he's got him. He knows he's scared. And now these two hunters are playing with their food. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's nice. It's a lesson. They're not actually gonna throw a beating on him. They're throwing a lesson on him because fear is a much better teacher than giving him a beating. So right now they're playing with him. That's why he was just jogging to catch up with them. If he actually wanted to beat his ass, he would have been sprinting after him and tackled him to the ground. No, they're not Yakuza, Mike. These guys are not Yakuza.
Sumimasen. Please.
Sumimasen.
See, he's jogging.
No, stop. Why? No, stop. Okay, off. Huh? Off. Why? Please.
This
Yeah,
is
they're
so
fucking with
satisfying
them.
to watch.
They are playing with their food. I love this.
There should be no safe spaces for nuisance streamers anywhere in Japan.
When they had the bottle, if they actually intended to beat the shit out of them, they would both be in the hospital with concussions or fractured skulls already from that bottle being cracked over their head multiple times. They wanted to instill fear into them. All of their actions indicate that they were not. Jay? Thank you, Banana Cat. Well, no, now, if you don't have a shattered bottle, and you know what, using a bottle, especially like the one that he was holding, those are thick, and you can fuck someone up by braining someone with one of those thick bottles. Okay, Kaibo, have a good one. You could absolutely fuck someone up by hitting someone in the head with one of those bottles, especially the square ones. You hit them, they are thick glass, and especially if you get them at the corner, you could fracture a skull. It would not be hard to do.
Japan, or really any country, for that matter.
It's okay.
Fight back. The chat's saying fight back. You think this guy's...
Wait, hang on. Another one calling him pussy. Fight back now. What a bitch. Not even fighting. Bitched by Twink. They're calling the Japanese gentleman a twink. They're calling the Japanese guy. They're calling this Japanese gentleman who defended his girlfriend and is turned Gagan into a little bitch. They're calling him the twink. Tell me you're an entitled American without telling me you're an entitled American. Yeah, they're saying it because he's slim. Guess what? A lot of people in Japan, especially young men, are slim. Because Japan, especially in their schools, actually emphasizes physical education and physical fitness, unlike in America. So a lot of young Japanese men are thin and lean. That is the norm. That don't make him a twink, especially when they're kicking your ass. Stop it, Zeb. He's not a twink. He's not a twink.
This guy's gonna fight back.
That
This
too,
guy
socialist.
you are
You are correct.
obsessively watching is a giant coward. He is not fighting
Hi,
back.
Rygat. Oh, they took
Now
his
they
camera.
have one of his cameras. And they've pretty much stolen the show.
Listen to him yelling in the background. Just listen to him.
Now they have one of his cameras. And they've pretty much
You hear him in the back. You can hear him in the background. Gag's like, Yeah, now he's like yelling. But someone sent something here. Hang on. Another one said, Gagan is a pussy. Pressed, bitched, and robbed. What a fucking bitch. Don't fight back, let it happen. I thought I saw something. One of them, hang on.
they have one of his cameras. And they've pretty much
Here, let's see. This one right here. We have proof, now calling police on you two. Does this person actually think that these two gentlemen give a fuck what this chat thinks? And that this chat can call that this chat is literally calling the police from some other country saying, hey, our favorite streamers just got beat up and robbed. The first part of which they deserved.
show.
Hey. There we go. Boom. There's your kick street. There's your kick audience. There's your kick audience right there, chat. And look at yeah. Bravo, kick. Bravo.
Maybe skip ahead a little bit. You can see they turn the camera on themselves. The two guys that, the two locals that responded to this whole situation. So yeah, that's really what's going on here, and a lot of people are celebrating this. Another example of these nuisance streamers finding out in Japan after antagonizing people and getting the exact reaction they have been probably hoping for. Okay, they're poking the bear, and then they're shocked when the bear responds. I mean, that's just effing around and finding out as usual. But
well, not only took the camera as a trophy, I think like Japan recognizes the nuisance streamers for what they are now. So not only taking the camera as the trophy, but basically what they did is they disarmed him. Because without his camera to stream on, these guys have nothing. So, like, people in Japan are very familiar with these streamers. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew they were doing it for streaming and for content. By taking the phone, which I suspect may have been that one guy's intention all along while he was chasing him. I think his intention was to get his phone from him. That may have been his intention, not to beat him up, but to literally take his phone like they did. Because not only is it a blow to the guy's pride, because his entire audience has now just seen him basically got bitched on, but he's disarmed him. and removed his ability to stream. Granted, he's probably got backups. Yes, I know that. I appreciate that. But it is basically a symbolic disarming of this guy. Plus, the guy does now have access to his phone, and this is Japan. Yeah, as long as they keep this phone unlocked, they can get all kinds of fun stuff. This is Japan. They're no strangers to doing hacking. Japan likes its tech. So yeah, I suspect that's what was going on this whole time. They were trying to get his phone. They were not going to beat him up with the other guy. Yeah, they took him down. They gave him a warning. But now with this guy, because he had the phone, this was to disarm him. Oh yeah, he absolutely could, Zeb. He could. Yeah, and my guess is if he's streaming, the phone's not locked, because if the phone was locked, I don't think he could be streaming. So the phone's unlocked. As long as they keep it unlocked, yeah, they could do it in all kinds of stuff.
But the individuals involved would come to Twitter and try to play the victim. Here's Gagan talking about the situation where he experienced an incident that has left him deeply shaken.
Oh, you fucking pussy.
A lot of people would say, good, maybe you won't do this stuff again. You know, making your entire personality and career based on annoying people for content, yeah, that's kind of like the results. People are going to get mad, and eventually...
Take my phone, take my land, take me where I wait. No, I'm not dignifying this by singing Firefly's theme.
Good, Leo, I would have had to bonk you if you did. But notice how look at how he's smearing the woman. Take note of this. He's smearing the woman that was involved in this. I don't know if Rev's gonna read this, but he said, I was enjoying a lighthearted moment with a woman who clearly expressed her interest. She even held my hand and told me in Japanese that she liked me. So, Gagan is basically smearing this woman, labeling her as a whore. Despite the fact that saying that she did this in front of her boyfriend. And saying that she supposedly told him she was single. So he is literally trying to smear the reputation of this woman as a cheating whore in his statement here. Fuck you, Gagan. You are a fucking piece of shit. But this isn't unexpected, honestly. Oh yeah, he is absolutely making an excuse in line, Zeb. He is. I'm no questioning there. But in doing that, he is smearing this woman's reputation and basically labeling her as a whore. By saying that, oh, she held my hand and said that she liked me and even affirmed that she was single. Yeah. Basically, yeah, he's basically doing the same thing that SA offenders do. Well, okay, no, it's that I was that descriptor I just threw that descriptor out. He's Atadashi kind of put it better, he was basically trying to he was doing like an SA offender thing by putting the blame on the woman and saying, oh, she came on to me, when she very likely did not. So that's what he was doing. Yes, you are correct. Either way. And by the way, Hero Brian, thank you for the tier 1.
They'll just have enough of this and they'll actually take a more aggressive response to you. It's not too surprising, but like, you know, ain't nobody got time for...
Wait, hang on. Okay, so Revzakar I'll read it. Unexpectedly, a bar staff member who had no part in our conversation grabbed my phone. Recognized the hostile environment that was unfolding, my friend and I decided to leave the bar in order to de-escalate the situation. Really? So that's how you de-escalate, is you swear at the people that are defending the woman. And a staff member who had no part in our conversation. Dude, you are causing a problem in the bar. Absolutely, the staff member had a part in this because it's their fucking business. Yes, they're going to jump into it, you dumbass. As we stepped outside, things took a violent turn. They began chasing us, one of them brandishing an empty bottle with the potential to cause serious injury. Yeah, that should have been a fucking clue, you dumbass. And in that moment, I had no choice but to run for my safety. I want to be clear, I never instigated or engaged in any behavior that would justify such aggression. Dude, you are a foreigner in Japan, inviting a woman to a love hotel and telling her boyfriend, she's my girlfriend now. Yeah, you don't think that people are going to step in for the woman's safety? Huh? Yeah, he is. Or that witnesses exist. Even though some have suggested that I was disrespectful, the exchange was entirely consensual and clearly communicated. Sure did. Some people have labeled nuisance streamers as evil, citing incidents like the so-called snowball incident caused by certain individuals. Want to make it clear that I do not, can't read that because red's hair, affiliate with those actions. I've been respectful in Japan and have constantly avoided altercations like this, hence my decision to leave this situation. I understand that Japan's self-defense laws leave little room for counteraction, and any attempt to retaliate might have been misconstrued. Oh, so that's his excuse for being a pussy. His excuse for being a pussy is, I didn't want to get in trouble. Oh my god.
Surprising, but like, ain't nobody got time for this, okay? You are obviously in the wrong here.
Yeah,
and now you're
me
just
too,
upset
Atanashi.
because people are actually responding to you in a way that you can't deal with. You can't defend yourself because you're a coward.
Well,
and then look at that.
Yeah, notice he's done a block. Notice, yeah, he's privated it so nobody can call him out. Aha, a coup, Sherlock. Yeah, only accounts that he has mentioned can reply. So only accounts that he mentioned in this post. So he's blocked it. Silver. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, if your family's got stuff to do with you, then don't worry.
This, it's 36 likes. Wow. Internet famous. All the attention on you right now because of these clips, and you can't even get any sort of attention. And also, the Lord Hito person.
Oh, God. I'm going to keep it real in the situation. No, you're not. I've been nothing but respectful when it came to Japan. I was born in Japan, so I understand the rules and abide by them. I also have a family back in America that I love. Truly, therefore, I was not talking to that girl. The girl was all over my streaming buddy prior to that bar. Even though she was with a guy, she keeps claiming she was single and wanted my streaming buddy. Again, pulling the SA offender out and blaming the woman, saying she was asking for it. Again, when we went to the bar after we ate ramen, we went to the bar not knowing she was there. She was giving the streamer buddy a lot of attention. Bartenders did not like the foreigner getting all the... And now he's making the excuse that the bartenders didn't like that the foreigner was getting attention. Oh my god.
Person would also make a long thread.
Maybe
Again,
Zed, I don't
nobody
know.
reading this. 71 likes in about a week. That's very impressive. And he says, they grabbed my phone out of nowhere. And he got so mad, and so I told him not to do that. I apologized in Japanese to the bartenders for him, and we simply just left. After we were out, they chased us with a bottle and even went after me. Just...
Here's the funny part. If what these two are saying is true, and that the girl came on to him, the moment the boyfriend showed up and said, I'm her boyfriend, if these two weren't pieces of shit, they would have immediately gone, oh, she didn't say that. My apologies. But they didn't. Instead, he said, hey, sweetheart, you want to go to a love hotel? And when the boyfriend shows up, instead of going, oh, you're a boyfriend, she didn't say she had a boyfriend, I am sorry. Instead of doing something like that, he says, no, I'm her boyfriend. That ain't fucking respectful. Respect is if a woman says, I don't have a boyfriend, a guy rolls up and says, hey, dude, I'm her boyfriend. And you look at the girl and go, is that true? And she says, yes. You immediately go, my apologies. She didn't tell me she had a boyfriend. And that's how you de-escalate the situation. By saying, my apologies, I did not know. She said she was single. I had no idea. Please accept my apologies. I didn't know. That's how you de-escalate a situation. Not by telling him to go fuck himself. And yeah, Mouse, exactly. The fact that he asked if she wanted to go to a love hotel means he's either been watching too many hentai, or he's been watching too much, like, J or K drama. Exactly. You know, that's why his story basically falls apart. No, fishy. I say my apologies all the time. I was talking to this one lady, no ring on it. I asked her out. She said husband. I backed her off. Dwayne, proper response. That's the proper response. The minute a girl, the minute if you are trying to make time with a girl, then you're hitting on a girl, and if she says I have a boyfriend, or if she says I have a husband, that's when you go, understandable. Have a good day, and you depart. Well, yeah, Josh, if I looked it up, we probably could. I'm not going to look it up, though. I have no interest in giving them any more attention or clicks. But the fact is even by the own admission of these guys, saying that the girl supposedly came on to him, even by their own admission, if we actually believe what they said, that the girl did come on to him, said she liked him, said she doesn't have a boyfriend, then the guy walks up and says, she's my girlfriend. At that point, you fucked up by not simply looking at the girl going, true? My apologies, and leaving. So even if their story is correct, they still fucked up. Yeah, even if you believe the bullshit story that they are spewing out here, they still fucked up and did it all wrong. Because they either watch too much hentai, or they believe that they're too busy sniffing their own farts and think they really are the quote-unquote giga-chads that they are not.
Just because I was with him. Well, you guys are a crew together and you're both...
I'm not ashamed of it. I love hentai. Yes, I do.
Even went after me.
I also know it's not real life.
Just because I was with him. Well, you guys are a crew together and you're both annoying. So, like, are you surprised by that? You really shouldn't be. But we knew Johnny Somali would get involved eventually. So, Legal Mindset shares this clip of Johnny Somali, and he's once again acting a fool. And he's trying to, I guess, bring the Japanese police down on Ice Poseidon and his goons. I guess it's like maybe there's some competition going on here between these annoying nuisance streamers. Like, he's trying to take back over the market, but unfortunately for Johnny Somali, he's not getting back into Japan no matter what he threatens here. He's banned for 5 more years and can't return, and I don't see how he's going to weasel his way into that country, especially if he wants to make some sort of content. But here...
And of course, look at the costume. Look at the costume. Really? And look at the flag he's standing in front of. That ain't the Japanese flag. It's not any flag. But I know what it's trying to emulate.
Here he is, basically trying to almost set up all of these members who are currently in Japan, so I guess he can reclaim his throne or his throne of disgrace over there.
Hello to the people of Japan and the people of the world. I want to make this message because I've been gone for a long time. Let me introduce myself if you don't know me already. I am Johnny Somali. I am part of the criminal nuisance live streamer gang called CX. I am a high-ranking member in the black sheep of the family. We are ran by our top leader, Ice Poseidon. He's the leader of CX and Miss Kiff, the leader of OTK.
I don't know. Like, the last I'd heard, like, granted, I have not been keeping up with Johnny. I've not been keeping up with Johnny. Okay? I've very, very deliberately not been keeping up with Johnny because I'm tired of him. I am beyond tired with him. There's only so much I can say about him. The guy is a piece of shit. He needs to rot in jail. Honestly, there's nothing more that I can say about him that I will not end up repeating myself over and over again. How is he making content? I don't know. I too thought that all of his equipment had been taken away and he was banned from streaming or posting videos. That's what I heard too. I have no idea how he's doing it. One of his friends was filming for him on their phone as police. Well, yeah, but he supposedly is not able to post. Maybe they've done a workaround or something. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. They need to, like, I cannot wait for his trial, and I hope to God he spends time in prison. And yeah, he's playing the Star Spangled Banner, dressed like fucking Trump. And this is clearly supposed to be a mock-up of, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the Chinese flag behind him. I am reasonably sure that's what this is supposed to be. That's the only explanation. It sure as fuck ain't the US flag. It sure as fuck ain't the Korean flag. It sure as fuck ain't the Japanese flag. So, he's got what looks clear to be a mock-up of the Chinese flag, which is part of the problem that he had in the first fucking place with Korea. Is, like, basically saying China should come in and take over Korea. Like, I wonder if this is going to end up being another charge on him. If he was banned from streaming, I wonder if this is going to end up stacking another charge against him for doing this. Even if it's not his account, I'm wondering if this is just going to be more evidence and more charges for the South Korean courts to bring against Johnny. Oh, this trial in March is going to be fun.
So I guess he's trying to set up not only Mizkif, who's visiting Japan right now, but also Ice Poseidon, who's one of the nuisance streamers. Mizkif, not causing it. He's not a nuisance streamer. But yeah, I guess he's trying to lump him in since he's in Japan currently. So that's, I guess, the angle.
V-Dog, he's not on parole. He has not been convicted of anything. It could be a violation of his bail, possibly. But he has not been convicted of anything, so he's not on parole. Make sure we get that right. No conviction. Thank you, Asuna. And yet, could he be violating a court order for his bail? That's possible. Not probation, same thing. You cannot, you have to have a conviction in order to be on probation or parole. What it could be is a violation of his bail.
What a douchebag.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's not allowed to leave Korea. He's basically out on bail. Yeah, and that's the question. We don't know what what the conditions of his recognizance are. Considering they took all of his recording equipment, I would presume that any kind of social media content that he makes would be banned, including if it's being done on someone else's account. So that's why I say I wonder if this is going to be more charges to be used on him in court. That's the question. We don't know. Could this be a workaround for his bail conditions, or is this a violation? We don't know. Maybe we'll find out. I don't know.
Johnny Somali's going for here.
We are part of a live streaming international criminal mafia of nuisance streamers that have came to Japan to bring you freedom, to bring you American values.
Look at this list of losers, by the way.
They don't need to.
Absolutely.
There's no need to, Fishy. The South Korean police are monitoring him. If he posts something, they're gonna know about. They're gonna download the video footage and they'll submit it to the courts as evidence. So, trust me, the South Korean courts know about this.
Absolutely cursed list of people right here.
You weak Japs will never stop us.
Oh.
You will never stop
racism.
Yes. You will never stop Johnny Somali. You will never stop Ice Poseidon.
Dude, they did stalk you. Your ass got banned from Japan for 5 years. They did stalk you, dumb fuck. You've been banned from the country for 5 years. South Korea has you waiting for court and is actually trapping you in the country. You're not winning, dude. No matter how much you are trying to pretend like you're Trump, you're not winning. It's... Everything he said is wrong. No, he's characterizing the group of Ice Poseidon as like a nuisance streaming mafia. Is what that's what he was saying, Tornado. He's characterizing himself and the rest of Ice Poseidon as a nuisance streamer mafia. That's what it's bullshit. He's trying to get clicks. He's doing this for the content. That's it. Yeah, he said he's part of Ice Poseidon. He's part of these nuisance streamers. Yes. Because I don't know. I don't know if he's part of Ice Poseidon or not. I don't fucking care. Honestly. But he's basically saying he's part of this nuisance streamer mafia.
Paul Danino, who was my mentor, my teacher, my leader. If it was not for Ice Poseidon, I would have never came to Japan. And if you try to arrest Ice Poseidon,
Just
if you try to
confirm,
stop Paul
that flag is the banner of the People's Republican Army of China.
Okay, yeah, someone did mention that, Andrea. So yeah, once again, in Korea, he's waving the flag of the People's Republic of China Army, or the People's Republican Army of China, which in Korea, I'm pretty sure is a big fucking no-no. So again, he's just stacking more evidence against him. He's building up his own case for the South Korean court system. Let him keep doing it. He's just giving him more evidence.
Or any of our group. If you try to stop ABZ Abdullah, the terrorist, the one that paid for all of our kick deals and state deals, if you try to stop ABZ Abdullah, this fat fuck, I promise you I'll be back in Japan soon.
No, you won't.
I don't think you're gonna make it there, but yeah, that's pretty much the update on these nuisance streamers. If you want some more coverage of that, definitely check out Legal Mindset. He's been covering a lot of these very interesting individuals who are causing issue over in Japan. There's too many of these losers to really keep track of at this point. But yeah, that's what's going on here, and why obviously a lot of people are tired of this. And like I said earlier in the video, these business...
Revan, I think he's trying to spin it like it's a win for him, but nobody's buying it. That's it. He's like, because he's a nuisance streamer, because he lives for content. That's the only thing he lives for. He's going to try and spin it like it's a positive for him. It's not going to be. Yeah, exactly, GRC. He's given South Korean court system even more ammo to use against him. And he's given Japan more ammo to extend the ban that's in place. You don't think that the Japanese government might not extend their ban of him? Genius.
Businesses have had enough. They're starting to put signs up basically saying customers from overseas are not welcome here. And I don't blame them whatsoever. This was the inevitable result of these jerk-offs doing these things in Japan. They're making a bad name, not just for nuisance streamers, but for tourists in general. And this is becoming a very big problem. If you think what they're doing, these nuisance streamers, is in any way acceptable or something that should be protected or celebrated,
Oh yeah,
you're an
Turner,
idiot,
that's what
and
we
you're
said at the
making it
beginning of
hard
this
for people
video.
who want to go to Japan and respect everything going on over there and have a good time. And it's now ruining it for everyone. But that's the obvious and inevitable results of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But for now, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
And, Mouse, to your point, it partially is. It partially is Kick. Because Kick is allowing this, is giving them the platform. Kick sees them doing this kind of thing, and they don't shut them down. So, to a degree, yes, it partially is Kick's fault. It's the streamers, it's the streamer's fault. It's the streamer's audience's fault. And it is to a degree Kick's fault too. All three are culpable in this. And yes, these nuisance streamers are single-handedly ruining it for anyone that legitimately wants to go visit another country just to be a tourist and to respect the people and the country that they visit. They're single-handedly doing it. Bro, fucking vote.